Yeah, hi. Welcome to this session on targeting on Google Display Ads. So first of all, some of you, those who are completely new, let me brief you what is Google Ads. So basically, whenever we go to most of the websites or blog, we see some advertisements over there on the right hand side or on the left hand sides. Most of the time, these ads are placed because of Google Ads. So let me give you the live example. So here I am there on Times of India website, and here we can see couple of ads are there, this one and this one. So basically why I am seeing these ads on Times of India website, this is just because somebody is targeting me with the help of Google Display Ads. So possibly, for example, a couple of days back I was searching for data science courses, or I might have visited to couple of websites which are very much similar to or which were on data science. So that is why I am seeing this ad on Times of India. So this is the way Google Display Ads help, and it's a very effective way of reaching out many people on the internet. So let's start and understand what are different targeting options which are available to us. And so basically, in Google Display Ad, the first basic targeting that we can do is of location and language. So let me take you through the live platform. So here we are there on the live platform, and yes, so here you can see the name, and here we can see the first one is the location. So basically I can decide for example which part of India or which part of the world should see my ad, right? So it can be India, it can be US, it can be your city, it can be area within the city, right? So we have excellent options of targeting, and some of these options we have already seen in Google search. So various options of targetings are available in location. Similarly, we can also use the languages. Select the languages that your customers speak, right? So many times if your customer are Hindi speaking, Marathi speaking, Telugu speaking, then you can select the appropriate languages. So these are the basic two targeting options which are available to us. Now if I go down, the advanced options which are available to us are in the audience, people who want you to reach, right? So basically under this they have divided this into largely into four segment, who they are, which is called detailed demographics. So what do you mean by detailed demographics? So if I click onto it, I can see parental status, marital status, and education. So let me click on education. So if I want to target current college going student, then possibly I may select this option. Similarly, under parental status, many options are available, and these all are the part of detailed demographic, like parents of infants 3 to 1, parents of toddlers 1 to 3, and how Google is collecting this information. We'll come back to this point. So this is one way. The second is what their interest and habits are. What their interest and habits are. For example, if you are a sports enthusiast, you are visiting to many websites where sports information is there, right? Then Google will understand you as a sports enthusiast. Similarly, gaming enthusiast. So many interests and habits are available over here. For example, if I click onto it, you will see food and dining. If I click food and dining and more options, so even foodies frequently dine out. So these are their interests, right? This is the behavior of these people. So for example, if you go down and in technology, again you see mobile enthusiasts, social media enthusiasts, right? So different options are available, and based on this option we can build our targeting. The next option which is available to us, what they are actively searching and or planning. What does it mean? How this one is, this is different. Here this is a group of people. It can be a sports enthusiast. He may be a sports enthusiast or a gaming enthusiast, but may not be looking for any gaming videos, or may not be looking for sports shoes. But when we talk about actively searching or planning, what does it mean? He is actively searching on internet on buying of these courses or products or services. If you click onto it, in market audiences, what people are looking for. For example, if I select auto and vehicles, I'm seeing four options. So if I select motor vehicle, what does it mean by this? People are actively looking for to buy cars or motorbike. Similarly, these people are looking for auto parts and accessories. If I go to apparels and accessories, I'll see the option called costumes. These people are looking for costumes. So basically, what are these search queries? For example, these search queries may be costume shops near me, or best costume shops, or possibly the cost of this item, or buy online this costume, or something under formal wear, bridal wear at the cost of 5,000 rupees. So these people are actually considering to buy these products, which is called in the market or live events. So for example, Google collect this information. For example, if you are visiting to Amazon websites, then possibly in Amazon website you are looking for books and actually considering buying the books, then possibly you may come over here on for the book section. So this is the way Google is categorizing yourself in this category, and how they interacted with your business. What does it mean? I don't know whether you have observed this thing or not. Whenever you visit to some website, and immediately what you see after one day, you start seeing their advertisement on different websites. So you just start seeing why. Sometimes you may ignore, and sometimes you may be started thinking why you are seeing this website. So basically, this is called remarketing. What do you mean by remarketing? If somebody is visiting to my website and he is not filling up the data, a form over there, then I should keep on reaching out to him so that he can again come back to my website. Either he can fill up the form or buy my services. For example, if you are looking for some courses, right, and if you want to some other website but you did not buy that course, for example on Coursera or any other courses where people are offering, if you're not buying the course, what happen? Next day onwards you may start seeing Coursera ads everywhere on the different websites. It can be on Times of India, NDTV, or other different websites. This is possible because of remarketing ads. So these are the different options which are available to us to show the ads. And the another option which is available is demographic. So here this is bit detailed demographic, where we can select gender, age, parental status, and household income. Now after setting the targeting, even we can select the placement where I want to show my ad. Where means, for example, though I am promoting courses on let's suppose dance, but I don't want to show my dance courses on Economic Times or Aaj Tak or on Times of India or other websites. So even I can select on which websites I want to show my ad. So first of all, we are selecting the targeting. Okay, I want to show my ads to this and this people. Now where they should see my ad, again I'm deciding it. Alright, so where means, for example, if I click the first option, we can are getting content where you want your ad to show. Narrow your reach with keywords, topics, and placement. So basically Google is giving you three options over there. Keywords, for example, I can select in the keywords, I can select and I can write dance classes or different dance types in India, or how to learn Indian traditional dances, or how to learn hip hop. So wherever such kind of articles are there, such kind of websites are there, my ad will be appearing over there. Keyword means wherever those kind of keywords will come, so my website or my advertisement will come on those pages. So this is keywords. Another such category is there, topics. So now topic is a bit larger, right? Bit larger means, for example, in topic, let me click on topic and let's see what happened. In topics, you get to select this kind of thing, right? So for example, if I select finance, under finance I'm getting the option called banking. So whichever website who are publishing content related to banking, on those pages or on those websites my ads will appear. So similarly, if I go down, I may see games. Right, so wherever this kind of information is available on computer and video games, my ads will be available over there. So this is the second way, which is called topic. And the third option which is available to us is placement. Here I can directly write the name of the website where I want my ad. But as we discussed before, not every website has partnered with Google. What does it mean? they have not given the space of their website to Google so that Google can show the ad to them. But alright, many websites are available which you can select. So either you just give a website name over there, category over here. So just for example, if you are searching for news website, just write news over here. You may start 91 websites are available which are related to news. Similarly, parenting, let's select parenting, and do we see any websites? Yeah, 103 websites are available. Parent influence, parenting science, right? So this is the way Google is helping us to target those kind of websites. So don't get confused between two things. One is content and second is targeting. Targeting means we are deciding to whom we can show the ad. In content, we are deciding where to show the ad, where to means on which websites we want to show ad, and this is going to be the combination of both. Combination of both means I can show my ads, for example, people who are in the range of 18 to 24, and those ads should only come in where topic is sports, right? So only 18 to 24 will see my ads on the sports pages. So this is going to be the combination of this, right? It will not happen. This will show your ad will be shown to all the people of 18 to 24 and as well as all the people of sports. No, it's a combination of both. That we have to keep in mind. Combination of both means it's a like for example right, the combination of both means, for example, here, alright, so I've just created two boxes. So combination of two boxes is this place, this space, right? So your ad will be only appearing where both the conditions are matching, right? So I hope you have understood Google Display Ad, and which is very much similar, not very different from Facebook targeting. And now in the class we will learn how you can use this targeting to target people either on websites or on YouTube. So that's all for this session, and please go and revise this video again if you have not understood any of the concepts. Thank you very much.